Hello, welcome back to Global Weltrade Signal Provider channel. If this is your first time of visiting this YouTube channel, do your best to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get notified each time I upload a new content. Try to like and refer this channel to your network so that YouTube will push out to a very high level of audience. It's been a long time I uploaded content simply because I have to actually research and find out the solution to problems faced by a lot of traders. And right here is the topic we're gonna discuss. This is one of the biggest problems faced by a lot of both advanced and newbie traders. So the topic is single asset focusing and entry timing concept in forex synthetic trading. Single asset focusing and entry timing concepts in forex synthetic trading. You see, this actually is going to make you to be a very successful forex trader if you will deploy what this video is going to teach. So make sure you watch the video to the end and make sure you share this video, put your comments, like, so that a lot of people will be able to have access to this video, so that this video will have high search volume on the YouTube channel. Okay, the key points we are going to discuss include too many assets increase probability of losses. Okay, that's number one. Number two, choosing best asset among many is a hard job that require patience and right psychology. Timing is much more important to avoid unnecessary delays and drawdown. Okay, you see, why do broker provide a lot of assets? The assets here are the thing you are predicting, the thing you are working on to find when it will go up or go down, to find when you are going to buy or sell. Example of asset is FS 20 index, FS 60 index. These are examples of assets. Plus one index, SFS 20 index, SFS 20 index, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. These are assets. Why are there many assets provided to the traders by the brokers? Like in the Weltrade synthetic market, we have almost 37 different assets. Why so? And in future, they are going to add more assets, maybe more, like making it more than 40 assets. Okay, so why are these things? Why? What does this thing tell you as a trader? It actually increases the probability of losses on your own side, because based on combination analysis and permutation analysis, the higher the number of objects, like the universal set, from which you can select some subset, the higher the number, like the bigger the possibilities or the outcome, like the bigger the possible number of arrangement or choices. Okay, so the probability of failure will increase in that direction than the probability of success, because if you are actually focusing on one asset, you will do much better. Fuck the time it takes for the opportunity to come, because in certain scenarios, some trader will be like, oh, when there are many assets, they can get many opportunity, because if one asset does not have opportunity, then the other one will have opportunity. But it's not actually the truth. This can make you lose money for more than 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. This understand, like, this belief system that too many assets will give you too many opportunities will actually make you lose money, because it will not only make you to do random analysis, or it will not actually make you to do incomplete analysis. It will also make you to actually believe that one time frame is okay for you to enter the market, because you feel like you are tired of analyzing many assets, so you will not be able to skip certain important uh, facts that you need to look out for a signal to be valid, for a direction to be valid. Do not forget it, because a lot of things are now in your budget. When you approach markets with too many things in your mind, when you want to do a lot of analysis across different assets, it actually reduces your chances of being more accurate, reduces your chances of making profit. That's facts. If you want to know if it is a fact, just try it for a couple years. Just try and trade, like trade many assets. Just like try to select many assets or trade all the assets based on opportunity. Like we are now, we'll be looking for opportunity from all the assets. Anyone that has opportunity and you trade, like you will see your mentality, your psychology, your character will not be the same as somebody that narrow his asset to 2 or 3. Somebody, like the higher the number of assets you are focusing to on master and understand and select opportunity, the higher the greater the losses you are going to encounter in the market. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so I've talked about these too many asset problems, but right now I think I've spent time talking about it. I'm going to push further with some illustrations and mathematical validations. Right here we have assets A1, A means asset A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, 2, because for sure it's not going to be infinite. No matter how the broker try, it's not going to make it infinite. It's going to be finite state, right? So let's put it. Let's take it to maybe A 37, since the Weltrade market has 37 assets. Okay. Now the combination formula is N combination R is equals to N factorial over N minus R factorial, okay, times R factorial. Okay, so you see that this is the number of selections when the orders matters, because when the orders matters, but depending on who you are, you might be trading as a computation trader than a combination trader, right? So this is a combination formula that cares about the order. But when the order does not matter, they will have permutation criteria, where you'll be using this formula, and permutation R will now be equals to N factorial over N minus R factorial. Okay, you see that the number of possibility when you are a computation trader is bigger than the number of possibility when you are a selection trader. Okay, so that is by the way. Let's continue. Now let's assume that you are a combination trader, whereby you follow a particular order in analyzing the asset. Let's assume that today you are looking for an opportunity, and then there are 37 assets. That is the universal set. This is universal set, 37 assets. Okay, and then inside this 37 assets, you wanna select R assets at a time. And remember, probability PRO of R outcome, like I'm sorry, probability of your um, the probability of failure. I'm going to uh, but let's generalize probability as number of possible number expected outcome, okay, E over the possible outcome, which will be uh, combination or permutation. But let's use combination. Yes, because it's good to have order in what you are doing. The more you are ordered, the more you make it. You can be losing money. The number of years you are going to stay for you to stop losing money, like the number of years it will take you to become consistently profitable and successful trader, is a function of your orderliness. So I prefer to be a combination trader than a permutation trader. And right here, this is the formula to calculate the probability, right? Now, expected when you have R as if you are looking for opportunity today and you select R as a, let's assume that R is equals to 3. Okay. Now, if R is 3, then the the possible the possible choices that is like the possible choices or number of selection will now be that 7 combination 3, which is going to be equal to, let me let's go to calculator and find out the answer. This is combination, so let's write that 7 combination 3. That is going to give us 700 and 7,770 selections. You see, what I'm teaching here is more of psychology and character. This does not mean you are going to trade 7,770 assets. No. But it means it will be used to calculate the probability of your success. This shows that if we have F, like inside 37, you select FS for 20, select FS for, that is your first choice, right, for 40, and select, let's assume you select SFS for 60. This is number 1 selection, and like this is inside this 7,770, this is number 1 choices. Now, when you do this, the order matters, right? So I don't want to talk about the order, but let's say you have selected this. Now, when you have selected this, you still have 7,770 choices minus 1 left. So have you seen the implication of trading many assets? That is why you are going to lose more money from year to year. Imagine, let me give you a practical example of this. I don't want to go to probability analysis, but let me give you a practical example. Now, if you open the Forex market, you see that there are 351 assets, right? I'm using like this is for demonstration, right? So if you come here, there are 351 assets, but I don't want to show them, but you can see it. 351. I selected 5, right? Now let's open gold and go to monthly time frame. You see, if you don't focus on fewer assets, you will miss this opportunity for real. You will miss, no matter how you try, you will miss this opportunity for real. Depending on your risk management, you could have lost all your money because you are trading many assets, and then by the time, even if you finally notice this opportunity, you will not take it because you don't have money then, and then the market will be moving in a given direction, and then even when money comes, you will be afraid to enter the market because that psychology, that bad character of not having a focus on a single asset will actually make you to feel like you don't need to actually look at this asset. Therefore, you will look for another wrong asset. So I don't want to go deep, and you see, there are a lot of things to say about this topic, but I'll be going to timing aspects of the market, right? So let's go back to synthetic market. Right here, let's open this asset. For instance, this is FSVO 60 index, and now everybody know that in the monthly time frame, the market is selling, right? You can see it's selling in the monthly time frame. Whenever the price reaches the resistance zone here, it creates a sell signal, right? Now, when it comes to timing, there are there are three directions that market take. Okay, number one direction is uptrend, that is the market is trading up. The number two is downtrend, the market is trading down, and number three is neutral, the market is ranging, is not trending up or trending down, it's just trading within a range. Now, if you look at this market in the daily time frame, you notice that you have to deploy different theory to understand what is happening. If the market is selling, you have to ask yourself, I mean, if you are looking on the market, you have to ask yourself, what are the differentials? What are the season changes? Can you detect the difference? Difference is necessary for you to know what you are doing. When you know the difference seasons, you'll be able to know the right season to follow. We have a rainy season and we have a dry season. So you're supposed to know that this is a sell part, because during this time there is a high volume in sell. So because the volume goes for seller side, then the market sold from that point to this point, within which time, within this time, which is 16th March till 26th March. That is timing. So whatever you are doing after this time, if you are selling after this time, you are going to lose. So that is timing, right? Now, if you know that this is a sell season and this sell season must stop at this time, then why should you keep on looking for a sell? That is where you are going to lose money for 10 years, 20 years, or even before, even till you die. You will never make money, because you will definitely be trading the wrong thing you will be trading the right thing at the wrong, I don't know, you will be trading wrong things. You will be trading and you will be losing. As simple as that, because if you sell from this time till this time, you will lose, because the market will keep going up, right? But if you buy from this time till this time, you will do what? Make profit, because the market is buying. But the truth is, for me, I will not buy, because this is downtrend. So I will time the market. How would I time the market? I will be like, let me draw my plane of vibration. Then when I draw the plane of vibration, I will understand the critical points and zones on the market. Then when I understand it, I will wait for the buy time to expire. And how do I know when the buy time will expire? I will make sure I bound the buy season. I will enclose the buy season within like I'll put the buy season in an enclosed boundaries. Okay. Okay. In an enclosed boundaries like this. Okay. I use parallel line. You can use ellipse, but parallel line is the best. Okay. Then when I do this, I will also mark resistances or support depending on what is available. Then I will know the area of interest or area of value. I will do this in a very high time frame so that errors will be eliminated. Lower time frame will make you to lose money for many years, because they will entice you to believe that you are seeing opportunity, but at the end you will lose. We are talking from experience. I see that this, I want to make this thing real. Okay. I'm about to end this video, so make sure you cash it for you. So I'll be there are two options, but the one that have high probability is the one that I will not create two options here to avoid confusion. Okay, but what I will do is I've marked my boundaries and resistances or support. This is a very strong resistance, right? So I will expect that there is probability of change of trend from here. Now, when the market was buying, it created a positive plane, which is this plane, and it vibrates inside it. Then I would like the market to leave this plane, to stop creating candles inside this plane and create it on a different plane with a negative slope. But the problem is, most time you might be waiting for that to happen, and then you miss the opportunity. But that you miss the opportunity. That's the psychology most time. But you have not actually missed the opportunity. The market will always create opportunity for you to enter when there is a change of trend. An example is the market is buying along this path, okay, and then if it break out, if you go to 4-hour time frame, you will see where it break out of the vibration plane. Then you should have seen some opportunity in the 4-hour time frame within this sell path. Okay, so most time, if a time frame is not giving you some clarity, you can step down a bit, but don't go far. Make sure it is consecutive, like the next time frame. Use the next time frame and know what you are going to do. Always get the most low, like the sniper entry. So you start by measuring. You can see that the market failed to take out this high within the area of value. It failed to take out this high, meaning that the buy volume is reducing and the sell volume is increasing, right? So you will be monitoring. If price will pull back to this trend line and then change trend, you can enter a sell. But once it reach here, you try your SL to the entry, because you don't know whether it will reverse again. Because if you're waiting for this thing to break out of here, most time you will miss it. But that is for advanced traders. Okay, thank you and bye for now.